Hi everyone, I am back for another video. Sorry, it's been maybe a week or two since I've gotten to upload. I've just gotten back into school, so I'm just trying to figure out a schedule that works, that I can squeeze in my school and film and work and everything, so forgive me. Hopefully another video will be on its way very soon. I used mostly Morphe products. Well, I featured a lot of Morphe products in this video, including a lot of Morphe brushes, Morphe blush, and Morphe eyeshadow and everything. Morphe is a wonderful brand and it's so inexpensive and affordable and great quality products. And I used the 35O palette today. This is like all warm shades and everything, and you can see there's some really bright orange colors as well as some neutrals over here, and it's just got everything a girl could ever want. So yeah, and this is available all the time on Morphe's website, so go look at this too. If you enjoy this tutorial, like, you could get a lot of use out of this palette, I guarantee you. And then another thing that I wanted to mention is my lip product of the month, which I decided I'm going to film a video every single month where I buy a new product that I don't have. So either it's from a brand that I've never tried before, maybe it's just an interesting lip product that I've never personally tried or I don't own that I'm interested in looking at. And this month I sampled a little Dior like gloss sample. I put it on, and as soon as I put it on, I knew that I had to buy it. So that day I literally went to Sephora and I picked up the Dior Lip Maximizer Collagen Active Lip Gloss. And it's just like this sheer pink gloss, but I don't know what it is. I'm so in love with it. It's a lip voluminizer and it does have collagen in it, and it claims that after like 10 days of using it that you will see a like permanent change in your lips as far as like plumpness and fullness goes. Also, like when you're actually wearing it, it does not hurt. It has a little bit of a minty, tingly sensation, and I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. Some people might think it's just a clear gloss, and maybe it's not for everyone. That's totally fine, but it has turned me on to glosses again. So yeah, I really love this lip product. I had to buy it, like I said. Lastly, I just want to talk about this perfume that I got from Pacifica. I actually got this for Christmas from my dad, so he did a really good job. This is a Tahitian Gardenia perfume, and Gardenia is one of my absolute favorite scents. If you look in my perfume collection, you'll notice that almost every single perfume has notes of Gardenia in them. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit right now. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love doing this, so hopefully you enjoy. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
So I'm starting out by priming my face with this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm just smoothing this all over my face without rubbing it in too much. And then I'm going in with the L'Oreal Magic Nude Foundation, and I'm using a dampened beauty blender to blend that out all over my skin. And I'm just going to go through this pretty quickly since I've done this in all my videos. Now I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer and putting that in those triangle shapes under my eyes like I've always done, and then on the high points of the face. And then I'm just going to blend this out again with my dampened beauty blender one more time. And voila! That was super quick. Now I'm using the Soleil Tendational Bronzer, which is the most beautiful product ever. It's just so creamy and delicious, and I'm using a Morphe M439 brush, which is like a dome tip kabuki brush, and this is perfect for swirling around in the actual product itself as well as for blending and buffing all over the face. And you can see how effortlessly this product is blending in. I don't have to think about it or work at it too hard, and it also builds amazingly, so I was able to go back in with more product. And now I'm taking a sip of some Earl Grey. You know, I drink like 4 cups a day. So this is the Bombshell Cosmetics Smooth Criminal Powder, and I'm using a Morphe M523 brush to brush this under my eyes. Now I'm using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder and a Morphe S19 brush, and I am buffing this all over the face nice and lightly, and I'm mainly focusing this on the center area of my face, not too much on the outsides. Now I'm using the IT Cosmetics Universal Brow Power Pencil, and I'm just going to show you one brow here really quickly, and yeah, just little feathery strokes and brushing through all the time to keep them nice and blended, and then finishing off with the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to smooth them into place and keep them there all day long. Now for the star of the show, I'm using the Morphe 35O palette, and I'm dipping into this like light yellow tone shadow second from the top on the right using this E22 brush and putting that all over the lid. And then I'm going into this medium light brown shadow in the middle of the second row and doing the exact same thing, except for more buffing it in the crease area this time, but still being messy with it. And then using this light orange yellow shadow next to the last shade, and putting this in the crease and focusing it right there, doing windshield wiper motions and circular motions as well. And I just keep adding more pigment until I'm happy with the payoff on both sides. Now I'm using this peach colored shadow second from the top on the left, and again buffing this in the crease. You know, nothing new, the same thing I've done for the last several steps. So I think this is pretty easy so far. Now I'm using this mid-tone brown red shade, and I am focusing this a little bit more on the outer corner. You can see I'm still going all over the crease and stuff, but I want to give it a little bit more depth and shadow on the outer corner. Okay, now I'm using a Morphe M433 brush into this deep brown red shade in the middle row, and I am just focusing this in the crease. I'm not being messy with this. I'm mainly doing windshield wiper motions, not really any circular motions. I'm trying to get a crisp but soft line, if that makes any sense at all. Now I'm using this peachy iridescent shadow third from the right with my finger. This is like my absolute favorite shadow in the palette. I love these like dual tone shades. And then back in with that M433 brush just to blend it out. This doesn't have any additional shadow on it. Now I'm using the Morphe E18 brush into this reddish copper shade in the lower corner, and I am just going to be putting this on the inside and the outside corners of my eyes to give it a little bit of like a halo-y type of effect, and doing this on both sides, of course. You can see that brings a little bit of pop of color right in the center of the lid. And now to emphasize that even more, I'm using this champagne pink metallic shadow with my pinky finger, and I'm just trying to be as precise as I can, just working it in the center of my eyeball to give my eyelid a little bit more depth and pop. And now I'm just going back in with that Morphe E18 brush without any additional shadow and just blending out the edges. Now I'm using the M Cosmetics Scribble Calligraphy Liquid Liner. This is my first time using it, and it was really easy to use because the tip is so fine, and I'm basically just drawing one line all the way across my lid and then slightly flicking it out and extending the line past my lashes as well to create a small little wing. It's not like a thick, heavy wing or anything. It's very light. And I'm doing this because I don't want to cover up too much of the shadow that I already did and like the little details in the corner. I want to be able to see that, so that's why I'm keeping the wing small. Now I'm using this Bellapierre waterproof gel liner, and it's a black color, and I'm just tightlining and putting this in the waterline as well. And this seems to last for a pretty long time as far as like how long it wears during the day, so it's pretty good. Now I'm using the Morphe M432 brush, and I'm dipping back into that mid-tone brown red shadow, and I am just bringing this as close as I can to the lower lashes. And then I'm using the Morphe M321 brush, and I'm going into that peach colored shadow, and I'm just buffing out the bottom lashes, or the bottom lash line to smoke it out. Then the Morphe E36 brush, I'm using this to dip into that dark sparkly brown shadow, and I'm just putting this on the outer corners of my lower lash line, and I'm smoking out all the way to the tip of my wing, and you can kind of see it gives me this little doe-eyed effect. Now I'm using my Maybelline Great Lash Mascara in Blackest Black, and I am just putting this on top of my lashes and then going in with Too Faced's Better Than Sex Mascara and using this like as a normal mascara, wiggling it from the roots of the lashes to the tips. And I've been finding that this mascara gives me so much like volume and curl, so I really enjoy that. Now I'm using a Morphe E3 brush and using the 9B blush palette, and first I'm using this peach tone blush in the upper right, and just buffing this all over my cheeks, and then I realized it was too pink for me, so I decided to go in this really scary like sunset orange color. And then at this point I had really screwed up. I liked the color more, but I put so much on, so then I used my S19 brush and I dipped it back into my Coty Airspun powder, and I just sort of buffed that out and lightened the shadow up, and you know, everything was good, just a little bit of blending. Now I'm using this Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Shimmering Skin Perfector and using the Morphe M501 brush to put this over my cheekbones, and I put so much on and I loved it. Now that it's not limited edition, I'm not afraid to use it, so I love it. And then I'm using a little E36 brush to put that in the inner corners and under the brow. And lastly, for my lip product of the month, I'm using the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer High Volume Lip Plumper, and I love this so much. It's just so pretty and simple. And that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to making another video for you guys very soon.